Okay, let's stop there. Before dismantling the Tesla completely, let me explain what I am installing. I will then get back to a quick installation guide covering some important steps. I'll then conclude the video and tell you if you should buy this product. So stay tuned. Just a disclaimer. Enhance Limited sent me these products for free, for review. So in this video, I'm going to try to figure out what I personally would use these products for. And first of all, here I am unboxing the sexy buttons. You might have heard of them. These are the Generation 2 buttons, which are more responsive than the earlier ones. And you will see in my testing that I also find out the same. They are absolutely more responsive than the Generation 1 buttons. And you can see they are nicely packaged in this styrofoam package. Just two simple buttons. But these won't work alone. You need a commander from Enhance Limited. And I also got sent a commander, of course, to test the products properly. And in the commander box, I was also lucky to get the sexy knob, which is a dial with a screen and 4 macro buttons around the dial itself. So here I'm unboxing the sexy knob. And if you buy the sexy knob, you can buy it as a bundle with the commander, which you need to get the functions for the buttons, for the app, and for the knob. So you need a commander, like you can see here. This is the commander Generation 2, which is more responsive than Generation 1. Here is the sexy knob with the dial, with the screen, and the 4 buttons around. I'll show you everything about it very soon. Also included in the package is an canvas tool for Tesla, basically to tap into where the OBD location would be. You also get a USB-C to 12 volt adapter, which you need to power the sexy knob. So here is the pass-through adapter. I'll show you the installation of this one also very soon. And you get the 12 volt adapter, 12 volt to USB-C, which you need to power the knob or the dial. And you get a tool for removing trim panels in the Tesla, and I'll show you exactly how you use that as well. Under accessibility, you can find left turn and right turn, short left turn or short right turn, and that's the blinkers. And many people are annoyed with the blinkers here, so I'll show you something really cool that you can do if you can't get used to having the blinkers on the steering wheel or live in Europe with roundabouts where this is a user interface nightmare. So let's see, do we want long left turns? I think we want left turn, and on the other button we want let's remove the ones that's there, single, accessibility, and right turn on this one. Save. Let's see if this works. Nice. So that's our left turn button. Maybe this can go on the side here. I don't want it to move with the steering wheel, of course, because then we get the same problems as we have here. So maybe on the stalk here itself, on the side here, which does not move with the steering wheel. And it stops when I press again. It is pretty snappy. And right turn. It is pretty much instant, which is a nice improvement with the Commander version 2 that I got with this package. Okay, I have placed one button on the right side and one button on the left side here. Please focus. Anyway, it is a little bit difficult to reach, but it is the way it has to be to not be on the steering wheel itself here, because you can see this is the steering wheel, so this one turns. I want to solve the issue with having blinkers at the same place, so I guess Well, let's just run to our roundabout and test if this works. We are coming into our roundabout here, and I want to indicate that I'm going left, so I'm pressing the left button, which you can't see on the camera, but it's the same as the right one. We go into the roundabout, and now we want to exit, and we press the right button. It is immediate reactions is that it is easier to find the buttons because they are in the same placement. I will move the camera now and I'll show you the issue with having these buttons on the steering wheel itself in case you don't understand the problem. Okay, we are coming into this roundabout. We want to do a complete U-turn. You are supposed to blink to the left. We are turning the steering wheel around and we want to blink out. And the button is upside down. It is super annoying to blink out of the roundabout. It is a user experience nightmare. Let's set up the buttons for drive and reverse instead. So the left turn, what do you think that should be? In my head, that's reverse. So we go to gear shift, set to R, save action. And then this one has to be drive. Gear shift, set to D, save action. So now I have auto shift enabled, so I need to actually go and disable auto shift. There we go, I disable auto shift. I do like auto shift, so I actually use auto shift, but let's try this now. It says choose direction on the screen. That's also a user experience nightmare. So I'll rather just choose here. And we get drive. And on the other side, we get reverse. Actually, I think I would like a third button for park. Park is tapping here. So I would really like a third button for park, I think. And I'm not sure if I would want them installed here on the stalk. Or, yeah, where the stalks are, normally. Well, at least they're very quick, responsive, and it could work. Maybe having them in the center console here somewhere, but then you could just use the sexy knob, right? Difficult choice here. I like that it's on immediately when you enter the car, so it's immediately ready for use, which is super nice. I think one of my favorite features after using this for a little while is actually having the seats available to cool with 3 levels or heat with 3 levels, just like you can in the menu here, of course. But if I enable heat now, you can see it updates on the screen pretty fast, much faster than I experienced with the first generation of the Commander. So it is absolutely very nice to see. I would probably choose to have the seat controls in the middle, so when you click down, just to make it more accessible. But it is great to have ventilated seats. Something that's a little bit annoying is that the default is to change the different pages here. This means that, for example, if you want to change the cabin temperature, you want to press down, and that's an extra step, and then you change it here. For me to change it via the screen, it is, I don't know, very simple, to be honest. And in addition, you can also hold in this button, adjust the temperature right from the steering wheel, which is even better. So this is the best place to have the controls on the steering wheel. Luckily, you have these buttons, which has a really strong tape, by the way, that you can place wherever you want. So you can have them behind the steering wheel here, for example, and you can set them to temperature control or ventilated seats or whatever you want. Just a quick note about the haptics. So when you turn the dial around, you will get a like vibrating feedback, which is extremely nice, and I'm glad to see that they implemented this. There is also small notches, so you know exactly when you switch the pages. If I had some feedback to the guys at Enhanced Auto, I would have had the notches more noticeable and less likely to, for example, jump 2 pages when you want to just go 1 page. So more noticeable clicks between the pages, and maybe make the haptic feedback a little bit tighter, a little bit more like, for example, when you're typing on an iPhone with haptics on the keyboard. Aside from that, it is very nice to see that they have the feedback, so you know when you switch to the different pages. Fold the mirrors, turn on the dome lights, adjust the volume, and this is almost live actually. It's really cool. Glow box. A lot of people will say, oh, you shouldn't need to buy stuff to make the car complete when Tesla removes stalks and stuff like that. And I do agree. But this doesn't only add back that functionality, it gives you an unlimited amount of options in the app that you can add to the sexy knob, that you can add to the buttons, that you can add to these macro keys, or just press from the app itself. It even gives you features like auto-presenting doors, it gives you features like resume autopilot automatically, and everything can be done without this, just with the commander that I have installed in there. So it is an insane amount of features. It is new features all the time via software updates. I already see that they have an option, that they have an update planned for November, which will add customizing this light bar to respond to, for example, door openings or autopilot or a ton of different things. So already now I can see that they have a lot of features that is coming via over-the-air software updates. So absolutely amazing to see. Let's get into the installation. So just remove this rubber seal or door seal. It is removed without any tools. You remove this side panel, be careful not to break the clips. You then remove this little clip. This one is pretty easily removable and then makes it able to remove the carpet part that we need to remove now. The carpet part is removed by several clips that you need to break open and then pull the entire carpet piece out. We now have access to the CAN bus location of the Tesla Model 3 Highland. Please check your car if you have a different location so you don't dismantle the wrong areas. But the Highland has the location here. Now we need the adapter that we got from Enhance in our package. And this one is just a pass-through adapter. This means that it's technically invisible for the Tesla system that this one is installed, because all the different data goes straight through this adapter. We just tap into it with our CAN bus pass-through adapter here. So there are several connections that needs to be made here, and some that needs to be disconnected from the Tesla and then into the adapter as well. So that's the pass-through adapter, and now we need to connect the commander itself into this pass-through adapter. So that's this small connector that you just put into the commander. I didn't hear a click when putting it in, but I did see the green light, so I assumed that was a good enough connection. It basically starts up the Bluetooth. And then you can just hide the commander in the side under the footwell. Next up is just placing everything back exactly as you dismantle it, really. Lots of clips, just press in the clips and make sure they are aligned before you press them in so you don't break any clips. It is very easy to break clips when you work like this. Aside from that, there is not much else that can go wrong, really. It's just trim pieces. Put the clip back in that you removed earlier. First the little piece and then the screw piece. Here I'm trying to put this panel back in. It is supposed to go under the rubber seal, like you can see. And align everything properly before pushing it in. I almost broke a clip on this panel, so yeah, be a little bit careful before pushing it in. Now it's just to get the rubber seal back into place the whole way around. And that's pretty easy. Just push it in place.
Okay, I'm a little bit interested to see if the sexy knob works together with the Jowa extension that I have here to get me more USB ports. This one is connected to the 12 volt outlet, which is inside this center console. Actually, I already know that this won't work, because the Jowa is connected to the 12 volt outlet inside here. The USB-C port in the Tesla Model 3 Highland is actually in the rear compartment here, and not in the front. There are no available spots to plug this in, so I need to use the 12 volt. This means that I have to remove the Jowa extension, which is very easy. Then I can connect to the 12 volt outlets inside the Tesla Model 3 Highland. Then on the rear here you can see a car. That's the correct USB-C port to use, so I'll just connect this one to the one marked with a car. There we go. It vibrates and it says commander not connected, which is correct. Then we have to somehow install this one. Okay, I managed to get it in. Just twist it around, use some force, and you're good to go. Here it is seated properly in place, and I'll remove the plastic film. It says connect new commander, connecting, and it is connected. It says pair with the car, add commander as a key to your car. Get started. I need a key card for the Tesla because we want to connect it to the Tesla API, so I need to get the key card. Tap in the key area, and the key area in the Tesla Model 3 Highland is at the wireless chargers. It now asks me, I'll show you actually. Phone key, pairing requested, confirm. Next. A key has been added to your car. Rename your new key. Skip, that's fine. And we can remove this from the key area. Success, done. Let's see here. What can we do? Knob. And there we go. It is connected. It vibrates when you turn it around. Let's see here. Region 100%. You can adjust the region. Good day. Wow! And we of course have these sexy buttons that you can put wherever you want. I like to have them on the rear here. And they can be used for everything. For example, blinkers, if you don't like the ones that are on the steering wheel. Or you can use them as a gear selector if you want. Here we have the knob, and here we have the app, which is important. You can set up different pages, you can add pages. So by default it is 3 pages with different functionality on the knob. So you have 5 buttons on each page. You have the center button, and you have 4 different buttons around, and those correspond directly with exactly what we see here. So if you want to press the center button, which is set to temperature right now, you just push the button down and you get access to the cabin temperature. once down, and then you adjust and press to confirm, and you have set the temperature in the car. Now, if you want to access one of the 4 buttons around, you can press the buttons. One is fan speed, second is heated or ventilated seats. So you just exactly how you want it. Off for now, and of course for both seats, and you also have the rear fans, which you can turn on from here. This is because this is the way it is set up in the app. If you want different stuff, you can just basically choose whatever you want. Wipers, save action, and you can see that the symbol also updates. Let's see, focus. You can see that the symbol also updates live. So, and now we have wiper controls there. Very, very easy. If you want to move pages, you just simply turn the dial. And you cycle between your pages. So that's the base functionality of the knob. Now let's move over to these buttons. It is very easy to add buttons. You just go into the app and you press add sexy button, and then you press and hold until it is connected. Super, super easy setup.
We are here on the Enhance Auto website, which is where you can pick up the sexy buttons, the commander, and the sexy knob, which is all the products I have shown you in this video. So, first of all, you will need a commander here, and you can buy it as a bundle with the sexy knob. This bundle is priced at 325 euros, or similar in US dollars, of course, which is quite expensive, but please remember that this gives you the commander, which means app access, that you can use the app that I showed you, and the sexy knob, which of course has the functionality that I showed you with basically 5 macro buttons and layers available for everything that you want to adjust. It could be gear selector, it could be the temperature, ventilated seats, heated seats, everything that you would want. You need to choose your correct car here because the installation is different and the center consoles are different. For me, it would be the Model 3 2023 plus Highland here. You can see that the product ships very, very soon. So it is a pre-order. Anyway, in addition to this bundle, I had these ones, which are 2 add-on sexy button, Generation 2, and Generation 2 are the fast ones, so they are fast when you press them, and you can see that in the video. Immediate response, which is super, super nice. That's priced at 85 euros, so quite expensive, I would say, but there is really no other product like this on the market. And these buttons are so versatile. You can set them to whatever you want. So you saw all the functions in the app. You can download the app and see for yourself. They also have a good overview, and you can see all the functions on the website here. Yeah, so those are the products that I showed off in this video, and you saw all the capabilities, and I explained what I would use them for. I don't know if they are useful as blinkers, but I know Enhanced Auto is working on stalk replacements for the Tesla Model 3 Highland and the upcoming Model Y refresh, which will likely not have stalks as well. So it is super cool to follow the development of Enhanced Auto here. And there are really no other products that can do this. This is the main supplier of products to enhance your Tesla, really. The sky's the limit for what you can do with the buttons and the commander and the knob. You can do whatever you want, so it is super nice to see. And it also gives you more functions like the drift mode that's not available anywhere in the Tesla infotainment. You can disable regen, and there are also other functions that you can't access without the products here, no matter what you do. And here you can see the difference between Generation 1 and Generation 2. Just to reiterate, I tested the Generation 2 in my video. Thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you learned something about the product. I just wanted to learn what I could do with it. I tested what I would use it for. And yeah, absolutely great quality on the products. Install was quite difficult for the commander, I would say, but it went pretty fine, I would say. I didn't break anything at all. And after the commander is installed, everything else is super easy to set up. Shockingly easy. It just connects automatically, just press in the app and everything is connected. Again, thank you so much for watching, and see you in another video soon.